Hi everyone, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about flow schemes because you'll be asked to do this in this lab on extractions using acidity and basicity. And I wanted to use the lab that we did a couple weeks ago on caffeine extraction of caffeine from coffee to explain a little bit about what I expect with a flow scheme. Now, one just quick note is you're going to do some exploration in lab and then you're going to have some time to design the flow scheme in lab during class. So you do not need to come with a flow scheme ready to go, but I wanted you to see what a flow scheme would look like with a procedure. So in that caffeine lab, we first took our coffee, we added sodium carbonate and water. So we made our coffee and then we cooked it for a while and then it cooled down. And then here's where the flow scheme starts. So then we took that, put it into a separatory funnel. We added to that dichloromethane to it. And once we added dichloromethane, it could split into two layers. So we have two different layers that are going on here. Of those two layers, we had on the top the water layer and on the bottom the organic layer. It was on the bottom because it was dichloromethane. It was more dense than water. And our caffeine that we were looking for caffeine. It was hopefully mostly in the organic layer. Left over in the water layer was all of our salts, positive and negative charges, a little bit of our caffeine still, right? Um, and other flavors that went on. Now, of course, it was caffeine plus a little bit of other as well. Otherwise, it wouldn't have been brown in color. Then in our procedure, after we separated those two out, it said to add more dichloromethane to the water layer. So in my flow scheme, I'm showing, look, I'm adding more dichloromethane to the water layer. Those then separate out into my water layer and my organic layer. And so in my organic solvent layer, I have more caffeine that I've got out. Hopefully in my water layer, I have my salts and I have my other, but I should not have much caffeine left in it, right? I just have my caffeine over here. Then the procedure said to combine the methylene chloride layers. So then I took these two things and I combined them. And then I did the drying of them, etc. But so my extraction flow chart that has here what's in each part. Specifically, I have my coffee, and then where's my target? Here's my caffeine in here, here's my caffeine in here to keep track of what I have changing as the reaction goes. So this is an example of a flow chart. We'll also work on doing a flow chart in class as well. So once again, you do not need to come to class ready with the flow chart ready to go. But this is what we'll be designing to achieve what we need to achieve after our pre-lab discussion and after we do some exploring about solubilities of the compounds that we'll be working with during class. All right, have a great day. We'll talk to you soon.